Kia ora team, as per our discussion in class, this video is going to start looking at flipping our classroom, what that is and how we're going to use it. The easiest way to describe what it is to explain what it isn't. And that's a traditional classroom with a teacher being a sage on the stage. When I say sage on the stage, think of a teacher up front who distributes all of the information to you, almost in a one-way fashion. It's very much like how it works in university. Although this is uncommon in most PE lessons due to the practical nature of our subject, when I personally become a sage on the stage, I see three types of students. The first type of student are students who are engaged and on task, focusing on the content being delivered. Second are students who are engaged but struggling to keep up with the delivery of the content. For example, they'll be furiously taking notes. And third are students who are simply off task and unengaged. So you can see some of the problems here. However, in a flipped classroom, the teacher becomes a guide on the side who facilitates learning, helping students discover knowledge and steer them in directions that will help them understand the content better. Essentially, the flipped classroom has students doing what they'd normally do in class at home and what they'd normally do at home in class. The main content of each lesson is observed at home, where you can be free from distractions with the ability to watch and learn at your own pace. The real-world application of these concepts, which is the important stuff, now takes place in the classroom, where I have more time to assist the development of your understanding surrounding key topics and concepts that we'll be learning in a particular unit. 2 to 3 times a week I'll post an update on our Facebook group page, which will be linking to a video, or I'll place the video up on Moodle. You'll then watch the video at your own pace, taking notes when required. The key point here is being able to watch the video how you choose it. You're free to pause where you want, to take notes, summarise, or to discern the information at your own pace. This is important because we know that not all students learn at the same pace. Wisk is a one-page sheet completed at home to ensure you've watched and digested the content. A sheet is completed for every video and must be shown to me at the start of our next class. Failure to complete your wisk means you give up a lunchtime or an interval to catch up. The first thing you need to do is watch. Videos will range from 10 to 15 minutes, and it's assumed that to successfully watch a video, you'll minimise as many distractions as possible. Strategies you could use here include using headphones, closing other websites or tabs you might have open, in particular Facebook, turning your cell phone off and putting aside enough time to watch a video. This means enough time to watch, pause where necessary, and complete your summary and question. Summarise. Your summary must be completed immediately after watching the video. This provides feedback to you, then to me, about your level of understanding that you have taken from the video. If we can't make sense of the summary, then you probably didn't understand it well enough because you couldn't verbalise it effectively. If you find you don't understand anything, the beauty of flipped videos are that you can pause, rewind, and watch the content over and over and over again for the entire year. To complete your wisk, you must develop a question from the video. In anticipation, with many of you saying, "But I don't have a question," this is simply unacceptable. A few ideas for questions include a specific question about an example or scenario or term that you didn't understand or confused you, or a general question about the concept or something that was said or explained in a video. Here is a wisk sheet in its 2 parts. The majority of it, up the top, is for your summary, with space at the bottom to write your question. Note that there is enough room in the summary section to include other notes also. This could be for questions I asked during a video or other notes that you might like to take. This next slide shows what our school lessons might look like now. On the left there you have a traditional classroom where you might spend 5 minutes introducing the lesson, 10 minutes discussing and talking about previous lessons, 30 to 40 minutes lecturing new content, and then the final 10 minutes you might try to rush through a quick learning activity, which would then be finished for homework. As you can see on the right, in a flipped classroom, you introduce the lesson for 5 minutes, you have a brief question and answer time on the video, which is about 10 minutes, and that gives us 45 minutes for guided learning activities or practical work relating to the content, stuff that you'd normally do at home, but now you're doing it in the classroom with the support of your peers and your teacher. The pros of a flipped classroom include increased class time to present content, discuss complex topics, and to work with you. Reduced time spent answering basic and repetitive questions, and increased student-teacher interaction and student-student interaction. Student-teacher interaction because now, instead of being up in the front of the class providing content, I'm among you, assisting you as you apply these concepts to real-world scenarios. and student-student interaction, because instead of sitting, listening and taking notes, more of your time is spent interacting with your peers, participating in group work activities and completing tasks. As with anything new, there needs to be some student expectations to ensure a smooth transition. As part of the flipped classroom, I'm expecting the following 3 things from you 100% of the time. First of all, you'll watch the set videos prior to the designated lesson and complete any tasks provided during the video. Second of all, you'll bring your wisk sheet to the next class session. And finally, you apply yourself during our school lessons at all times and will ask lots of questions to further enhance and develop your understanding of the content. Well, there you have it. I'm keen to hear your thoughts and questions about flipped learning, so if you do have any, write them down on your wisk sheet and we can discuss them the next time we're in class together. Thanks.